If the stars were made to worship, so will I.
Guys, we're over halfway done because we are at week 26, day 4 of Musings of a Christian Physician. So here's how I see the interplay of God, Satan, and Job, which reveals more of how God was dealing with humankind during these patriarchal times before the law was given. Number 1, the book of Job highlights the futility of humankind's self-righteous acts. Job was a good, upright, conscientious man, but he couldn't even come close to satisfying God's requirements of perfect holiness. Isaiah put it well, but we are all like an unclean thing, and all our righteousness are like filthy rags. Isaiah 64, verse 6. This was something human beings had to come to terms with. They needed God. Number 2, Satan just loves to hurt humans. As Jesus said, he came to steal and kill and destroy. John 10:10. If it were up to Satan, all human life would be obliterated. Number 3, but Satan was on a tight leash in Old Testament times. He was restrained from exerting his full power over humans. He had access to the great God of heaven and could come before him to ask permission to harm humans. But I think the case of Job was the exception rather than the rule because, again, humankind was not sinning against God at this time. Humankind was in a kind of limbo because their salvation had not yet appeared, and they weren't even aware of the standards they were to meet, as we hadn't yet reached either Mount Sinai or Mount Calvary. Number 4, however, the time would come when Satan's full evil power would be unleashed on humankind. This is what we're working toward. It's described in Revelation 12, where we find the following verse: Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil has come down to you having great wrath, because he knows that he has a short time. Verse 12. I think that purging of Satan from heaven occurred way before the Great Tribulation. It occurred when Jesus ascended to heaven before Pentecost, almost 2,000 years ago. We'll provide the rationale for that view soon, but first another fascinating glimpse of Satan in heaven, showing him doing what he does best tomorrow.